welcome back, YouTube family. This is Tim Buie. Woo! Woo! Ric Flair. Woo! A few years ago, I went to a park in New Orleans where I live called City Park. I was sitting there. It was a nice spring day, and I saw this man come by with a bag of bread. And I said, well, I must be feeding the birds or something, or squirrels. Sure enough, he took a whole bag, crunched up bread, and he was throwing it on the sidewalk. I was watching, all these birds came over, and he's feeding the birds. Well, once he emptied the bag, he kind of put the bag in his jacket, and he walked away. And I'm watching these birds, and next thing I know, I see these two homeless guys come out from a bush or a tree. They took all the bread droppings that the guy threw down there, and I'm watching in amazement, and they're taking this bread and they're shoving it in their mouth like they're starving to death. And it always hit me. That was a powerful scene for me. And I thought, man, how do I know how it is to be homeless or living on the street? And so a song that I've been working on for probably about 15 years was just resolved the other day with my business partner and cameraman, Andy Shinsky, who helped me come up with the lyrics. I had trouble writing the lyrics, and I just kept putting them in my back pocket. And we spent a couple hours 4 or 5 days ago and finished the darn thing, and I'm very happy with it. And for the first time, I'm presenting to the public a song called How Could You Know? The first two verses talking about being homeless, and the third verse talks about how blessed we are, and we know our blessings. And it goes something like this. Really haven't worked out the intro yet, but nonetheless, this works for now. First two verses is about being homeless. Have you ever seen a man sipping coffee from a rusty can? Have you ever been alone? You have no food and you have no home. Tell me, my friend, how could you know? Tell me, my friend, how could you know? Have you ever had to live on the street, getting stares from the one you meet? Have you ever felt the pain, trying hard to play life's game? Tell me, my friend, how could you know? How could you know, my friend, what it's like to be alone? Sleep through the rain and wind, and paper boxes called your home. Living off bread from the birds that have been fed. How could you know? Third verse is about being blessed. Have you ever asked the question why? Why there's a sun shining in the sky? Look at all the lovely things I see. I thank God they're shining down on me. I tell you, my friend, I really know. I tell you, my friend, yes, I know. How could you know, my friend, what it's like to be alone? Sleep through the rain and the wind, and paper boxes called your home. Living off bread from the birds that have been fed. How could you know? tell you, my friend, how could you know? How could you know, my friend, what it's like to be alone? I sleep through the rain and wind, and paper boxes called your home, living off bread from the birds that have been fed. How could you know? 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 Fade out. How could you know? I hope you like the song. Do me a favor, subscribe, please share, make a comment. Thank you, YouTube family, and hit that like button. Have a safe and blessed day. Don't forget, how could you know how blessed you are until you live on the street? Thank you so much. I'm Tim Buie. Peace.